overnight celebrity where we're trying to make everybody famous overnight. Will it happen? I hope so. My name is Gavano and I'm your host. This is our fifth episode. I'm here with one of my housemates, T.M.I. He just moved in about
3 days ago.
3 days ago. So how are you liking it?
I can't complain. This is kind of what I signed up for. And met a lot of dope people since I've been here, so that's what's up.
And so we know that Overnight Celebrity focuses around LA-based artists, and your craft is
rapping, although I do videography as well.
And one of the more interesting things about your rapping is it's in Spanish.
Spanish, yeah.
So do you find that there's a bigger market for that, or you try to tap into that Bad Bunny? Like, what's going on?
I've always thought there's a big market in the Latin community. Bad Bunny has definitely shown it, being one of the bigger artists. But I just want to kind of focus on one genre, and I feel like when I rap in Spanish, it's kind of more coming from the soul versus like intellectual. When I rap in English, it's more intellectual.
Do you find it harder to switch back, like, because your first language is Spanish?
I mean, I learned English and Spanish at the same time.
Okay, so they're both your first languages?
Yeah, technically.
All right, so which one are you thinking?
That's a good question. I don't think that I know, but I think it depends on the situation. But mostly English, I would say.
Okay. So when you're talking to yourself, it's English? All right.
Yeah, it's weird.
And you're from Wisconsin, so what was it like there? Milwaukee, right?
It's not Milwaukee. I'm like 45 minutes away from
45 from Milwaukee?
Yeah, but I'm very familiar with Milwaukee. But Wisconsin is definitely cold. Don't go during the winter. But it's dope. It's chill. It's not as fast paced. I feel like people are much friendlier. They're more willing to say like hello, like good morning, stuff like that.
Other than here?
Yeah, what?
Other than here?
Compared to here, yeah.
Wait. They're outside all the time asking you for something.
Not yet.
Yeah, you're right. So Milwaukee way more friendly and homey, you would say?
Yeah. I mean, it depends the areas you go to, but yeah.
And all right. So you also said you noticed that there wasn't too many famous people from Milwaukee when we were talking when you first moved in?
Yeah. So my big goal, I mean my smaller goal is to kind of build a fan base, start planting seeds and start growing and kind of check out the scene over here. But my bigger dream at the end of the day is to kind of make Wisconsin have a music scene that's like comparable to in Atlanta or in LA or something like that. So whatever I learn here, I'm trying to take back. But Milwaukee, there's no really big artists that have popped off, and so that's what I'm looking for.
It's not even big sports players right now.
Yeah. So there's Giannis.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's probably the biggest. I was thinking of Brewers. And Milwaukee doesn't have Green Bay, no.
Green Bay Packers, they have Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. But I'm saying, okay. Yeah. So you don't watch football?
I watch soccer.
Soccer?
Other football.
Football. Okay. Who's your team?
Barcelona.
Are they part of what league are they in?
La Liga, so the Spanish league.
Okay. Barcelona. And so growing up, did you always want to DJ, or was it something that you grew into?
Well, I don't DJ.
I mean, my bad. Did you always? Sorry, we were talking about how he was wanting to DJ.
I do it.
Yeah. All right. Well, growing up, did you always want to be involved in music? Did you always want to put out music, and what made you choose Spanish over English?
Yeah, it's weird because I feel like music's always been part of my life. My parents they dance. They had every quinceañera, I had every they're the ones that get me up and dancing. And I used to kind of I think when I was little, I used to dance a lot. Then I got shy. I used to hate being like the princess and stuff like that. So I always ask my friends, like, let's leave. But like subconsciously, that music like was in my blood. I wanted to be a soccer player, but the injuries it kind of led me to like writing poetry and then writing rhymes and then turned into writing music. I started off English, then Spanglish, and then I wanted to kind of focus on the demographic and a certain demographic. And for me, I'm rapping for Latinos that speak Spanish, so that's my goal to kind of.
That's your market.
Be the Mexican Bad Bunny.
The Mexican Bad Bunny?
Mexican Bad Bunny.
Okay.
Mexican Bad Bunny mixed with Drake.
That's okay. Let's take the two biggest artists. You got T.M.I. All right, I like it. So, did you have what was your first project that you ever put out?
My first project is called Inolvidable. It was more lyrical, more conscious. It was Spanglish. It was supposed to be the epitome of what T.M.I was supposed to be. Because T.M.I in the beginning used to stand for truth, message, and intellect. So T.M.I. But I slowly transitioned out of that because I felt like people weren't paying attention. But since it wasn't Spanglish, I think like a very small, like niche audience would grasp it. And it was a lot of the lines kind of went over people's heads. I'm really, but if you don't know both languages, you can't really understand it. So
yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
All right, so you started off Spanglish, and then your next album, you were strictly Spanish.
I have not dropped another project. I've just been dropping singles. During the pandemic, I kind of took a pause on dropping music just to kind of find my sound and take my content to a new level. That's when I started doing my music videos and stuff like that.
Okay, so how old were you when you dropped your music?
I was 20.
Okay. And you are now?
26.
26. So you took a 6-year hiatus.
Well, I mean, I've been dropping.
He's been dropping singles. He's been dropping singles.
And I've had an album for almost 2 years now, but I just recently started dropping singles from.
How long is the album?
So it's.
He's doing that every 4 minutes. Sorry, guys. I thought we were doing that. And we're back. So, you've been dropping singles. You got 13 songs on the album. And how many singles have you dropped off of it?
Off of it, just two.
Just two. And what has the reception been?
It hasn't been the biggest. The people that have listened to it have definitely loved it. But I've been working a lot. During the summer, I'm a banquet server. So, believe it or not, I'm not 100% in the music yet. So I haven't had as much time to promote it and do stuff like that. I usually get more time during the winter when I don't work. But yeah, it's good reception so far.
Good reception. And then tell us about some of your performances in the past. Yeah, in Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm. So this year is actually the year I've done the most performances. Prior to the pandemic, we were doing shows of like a little bit over 200 people. But now after pandemic, it's close to 200, maybe a little bit over 150. We lost some traction, especially I lost a certain fan base since I was doing Spanglish. So like the English speakers are not coming out to the shows, but that's what I get for switching up on.
Hey, you don't want to just put one English song out right quick so you can get both of them back?
Maybe I could.
I mean, we are in America.
Yeah. But
I mean, you're trying, yeah, exactly.
There's so many other.
Are you trying to be Bad Bunny and Drake?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's the Drake part.
I'll get into English once the Spanish.
I was like me, right? That's what we got together. That was hot. All right, so where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I'll be 31. I would have a much bigger fan base doing tours almost every year, if not every other year. And hopefully, not hopefully, I will be featured next to bigger artists. Like maybe even have a Bad Bunny feature or something like that.
So, yeah. Maybe even have him open for you or something. You know?
Open?
Yeah,
maybe I'll be open.
No, when you get big enough, you know.
Oh, yeah, who's opening for me? Drake and Bad Bunny are gonna open for me.
Exactly. You heard it here first. Super Bowl, T.M.I featuring Drake and Bad Bunny. Alright. So, have you had any experiences with groupies?
Something. No, I've had some weird people where they have like it's not a mirror, it's a
totem.
They have like candles and shit, pictures of me, like shit like that I've heard. And then I've seen like notebooks with just pictures of me, like weird shit like that.
Loyal fans.
Yeah,
too loyal. But if you guys are watching this, you know he loves
I love you.
Yeah.
I definitely love you.
Come back.
Hey, but I think girls are good. I don't like to date girls on my hometown, since it's such a small town. Whenever I come back to it, when I do grow up, I don't want to have any problems. So, but Milwaukee, I'm going to date.
Sorry, I'm gonna have that fixed by next time. But I mean, I feel we're rolling anyway. So you don't want to date. What about LA girls? How do you feel about that?
I feel like I haven't dated an LA chick, but I would want to date a local LA chick, not a chick that moved to LA. So I want a girl that's like kind of like got that Chula lifestyle, low riders and shit like that. I'm trying to get into LA. Yeah, that's what I'm.
There's a lot of them out here. A lot of houses.
It's definitely like the truth.
I know. It's like, damn, just waiting for one to shoot me.
Gotta learn a little Spanish.
Right. I had a girlfriend last year that only spoke with Spanish. Yeah. It was pretty cool. Okay. Yeah. The What's Up app, you just be going through it. I know it's been, I went to Six Flags. Yeah, that's dope. She was tight. She was a dancer.
A dancer?
Yeah.
Was she Mexican, Colombian?
Mexican, she lived in Mexico. She had her own dance studio. She was cool. Need to see her, man. Whenever we go, she just had to go back. She was like, that's a power. But yeah, we were really like officially, you know what I'm saying? It was fun.
Yeah, if you ever get a chance to date a Latino.
Yeah.
Like I'll say, I've been with Colombians, Dominicans. I'm in love with Dominicans. I'm sorry, but Dominicans, Mexicans, any Latino.
And then any Latino. Very loving.
Nice. Very loving in all the right places.
You got a girlfriend now?
I do not.
So, how has LA been treating you for ladies?
I mean, I've only been here 3 days.
Oh, you only been in LA for 3 days? Yeah. See, I don't even know these people. But alright, 3 days. So,
I don't.
You don't know if there's this licking good place. It's like a secret rave spot. So what? Yeah. Fernie's the one that told me about it. He's next. And so you've been here for 3 days. Well, that brings my next question.
No, that's good.
I was gonna say, what have you learned since you've been here?
I can still learn a lot.
Yeah, I bet you can learn a lot.
I've done a lot in the first 3 days. I think I've learned that what you see in the movies is not what LA is, and what you hear about LA is not necessarily LA either. A lot of people speak ill about LA, and I think there is definitely a lot of shady people, a lot of people that want to take advantage. But so far, I've met some really dope people, and the people that they have around in their circle are dope people as well. So I've had a really good experience with just going to their events. I've been invited to their music videos already. I've been invited to perform. So LA it can be whatever you make of it. It's just you kind of have to surround people with yourself with people that are good, just like you.
Do that, brother.
Yeah,
for sure. For sure. A lot of people will promise you the world and come back with one bag of chips. It's kind of sad. Yeah. All right. So, are you fresh from Milwaukee? Have you moved in, or not Milwaukee, but Wisconsin?
We can say that.
Yeah. Have you lived anywhere else?
I have not. I live like 40 minutes away from my hometown. It's kind of but that's about it. So,
You graduated?
What's up?
You graduated?
Yeah, graduated in college. I studied psychology.
Psych. Okay, we got a psych major here. Let's go.
I was not even cum laude, top of my class.
Top of the class. All the exam?
Like not. It was like top 10% of my class.
Top 10.
I was not even cum laude.
Okay, that's it. I was not.
You don't have to be.
You don't have to.
There's a lot of dumb people in college.
Yeah. No. And what was your favorite class you took in college? And what's the class that made you decide you didn't want to be a psych major?
I think I never really wanted to be a psych major. I think I wanted school because my parents never had the opportunity to. So it's kind of like I had to do it. I had to set the example for my brothers. And then although I did enjoy psychology, I get bored really easily with one subject. Like in my art, it allows me to kind of do the flyers, do my website, do the videos, so I don't get as bored like that. But my Spanish classes, I took a Spanish class and I learned a little bit about like the history of my people and stuff like that. So that kind of made me want to do a double major. So I was religious studies major as well and a Spanish minor. And then that's kind of how I became T.M.I. I realized depressed all the fucking time. So I was like, this is not me. I need to do something else.
Well, I'm glad you found that. Nice little outlet. And has it been lucrative for you, money-wise?
It hasn't, but I don't do this for money. It's been a grind, and I feel like this year especially I've seen the fruit of my labor. The last show that I did in Milwaukee, a lot of the people were like saying like my lyrics like word for word, and it was kind of crazy for me. At one point I kind of forgot the lyrics of my song because I was like looking at the crowd, I was like, oh shit, like there's some lyric for lyric. And there was like my old songs where I'm like rapping, not just like a little bit more melodic with less words. So for me, that was crazy.
That was cool, right? Okay. Yeah. So that must have been surreal, right?
It's surreal, definitely.
Do you do like meets and greets after your shows?
I don't do meet and greets, but they can just say hello to me. Although people are very shy. Yeah. Take pictures with whoever wants to take them. I'm not big enough for this. Like I'm Hollywood. Yeah. But,
have you been to Hollywood yet?
I will a long time ago, probably like 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty real now.
Super good.
Yeah. Alright, so nice guy. And you got 2 singles released off this album coming up, and when's it gonna come out?
Right now I'm planning on just every song as a single. Until I release all of them, just kind of have an album release party. And then just kind of market it as a whole. So putting them just together at the end.
And what's the name of this one will be called?
It's called No Yolo. And No Yolo is not even Spanish either. It's
actually once?
No, it's not. No, it's not. No Yolo. It's No Yolo. No Yolo is an indigenous word for mi corazón, for my heart. And I felt like since I found my sound and I found myself, it's just giving me my heart, giving me my soul, it's giving me too much information and my feelings, my emotions, stuff like that. So that's why it's called No Yolo. Although some people might say, oh, No Yolo. Don't get it.
Second life. Alright, and See. How do you like living in the house so far? These days in Cyprus and how is collected?
I'm liking it so far. I've been able to meet some dope people. Obviously, I've only been here 3 days, so I don't know more of them. It's very disorganized here when I got here, but other than that, I met you. You've been a dope guy. I met some other people too that have wanted to collab. And right now, I want to build a community. I want to help whoever I can. And then I believe in karma. So.
And you think LA is the place you can build a community?
I think so. I think people are too focused on downtown and stuff like that. But if you go to the outskirts, it's all Latinos. It's all, and I feel like that's my fan base. I just need to find a way to get into those doors and actually for them to like open them for me and be like, hey, yo, this guy's cool. Like he's not just trying to take advantage. Like he's trying to be part of the community, which I am.
For sure. And I do see him work out all the time. Alright, really can't think of one. So is there anything you would want to add, and then you have anything you want to play for us?
And what should I add? Now you can follow me at 13 T.M.I. That's 13 in front of the T.M.I.
13 T.M.I.
Otherwise, if you look at
is that your Instagram?
Yeah, that's my IG, my Twitter, my YouTube. Otherwise, you can just type in T.M.I. on Spotify or Apple Music and you'll find me.
And the links will be at the bottom.
Sure, I don't know how to do the quality.
We can also attach it at the.
Yeah, I'll just send you some.
Cool. And I have version in my notes here. Curveball question. I can't think of a curveball question. I'm trying to. Do you have a collection of any type? Like, what's your secret shit that you've been hoarding away?
I don't think I have a collection. I'm really like that. I'm not into cars. I'm not into shoes. I'm not into anything like that. My collection is just saving up my money to buy new equipment or whatever I need.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna spend any money, it's new equipment.
It's not something that I need.
Any addiction?
Latin women.
That's my
only addiction. Definitely guilty, but.
Alright, so yeah, he's looking for dates. You know, he just moved out here. Latin women.
I'm looking for a girl that can show me. That's all I'm looking for. Difficult. Alright. I'll make it with you after.
Alright, we're gonna end this one. Wrap this one up. Thank you again for joining us, and we are out of here.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you.